Hi, thanks for using my court coach. I'm Sarah and I'll be your instructor today as we talk about the proof of service form for the request for disclosure of juvenile case file. This form is also known as form JV-569. To start with, you want to fill in your court location and address, and then you want to fill in the case number if you know it. The top part's going to have you fill in your name, your relationship to the child, if any, your address, telephone number, and then if you have an attorney, their name, address, phone number, and state bar number. This is a form that has to be filed if you are filing a request for disclosure of juvenile case file. You would file this form that indicates not only have you served all interested parties with the request for disclosure of juvenile case file, but you've also served them with the notice of request for disclosure of a juvenile case file form, that's the JV-571, and that you've served them with a blank objection to release of juvenile case file form, that's JV-572. Who are the interested parties that need to be served? That depends on if this is a dependency case under Welfare and Institutions Code 300 or a delinquency case under Welfare and Institutions Code 601 or 602. If it's a dependency case, then you need to serve county council, the child welfare agency, the parents or legal guardians of the child, if the child is over the age of 10, at least that's specific to San Diego County. Check your county for what the rules are on serving a child. The child's attorney of record if the child is a dependent. If it's a delinquency case, you need to serve the district attorney's office, the juvenile probation department, again, the parents or legal guardian of the child, and the child if the child is over the age of 18. Again, that rule is specific to San Diego County. You should check the local rules for your county to see if a child needs to be served or not. There are other parties that may have an interest in this. If you are serving them, then we're going to indicate that as such too. So item number 2, if you were not able to serve one of the interested parties, then you want to mark that box that indicates that you did not know their names or addresses. I do suggest that if you don't know the names of addresses of a party that you're probably supposed to serve, you can contact the juvenile court clerk and see if they are able to provide that information for you. But if you aren't able to serve an interested party, then you want to identify the party that probably should have been served but wasn't. Item 3 is again indicating that you did properly serve the forms that I discussed above, that they've been placed in a sealed envelope with postage paid and deposited in United States mail addressed to the following. And again, it's the same options that are listed up here. We have county council if it's a dependency case, district attorney if it's a delinquency case, the child, the attorney of record for the child, again, if it's a dependency case, the child's parent. You can see that there's 2 places for the parent. If you are one of the parents, obviously you only need to serve the other parent, so you only need to fill in one of these. Child's legal guardian, the probation department if this is a delinquency case, the child welfare agency if this is a dependency case, if this is a child that belongs to an Indian tribe, and there's a tribal representative and you end up serving that party, then mark 3J. And if there is a court-appointed special advocate volunteer for the child and you serve that party, then you want to mark 3K. And for all of these, you want to list the name and address of the person being served and whether they were served by mail or by personal service, and then the date of the service. Finally, you complete this form by filling in your name at the bottom, signing and dating, and this form is now ready to be filed with the court. One other note, we did go over the forms that are required to be filed as part of this request. Some counties will additionally have some local forms. For instance, again, in San Diego County, there is a protective order form. So again, check with your court clerk and see if there's any local forms that also need to be included as part of this filing and service. I hope you found this helpful. Good luck.